Hello everyone and welcome to another live stream. We are live streaming again. It's Saturday, but we're enjoying it, so we thought we'd stream again today as well. I'm going to be doing some live SEO stuff with Harbor again in this stream. If you're interested in Harbor, there's a link to it in the description. You can get an annual plan for 50% off. So yeah, just if you want to support us, whatever, then check it out. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be working on a few different case studies because we're trying to build, enough content that we can show on certain websites, because obviously we can't show all of our client sites, so we have to be kind of careful with what we use. So let's go into Search Console and have a little look around and see which sites we're going to be working on. So one of the websites that we're going to be working on is Supplies for Blacksmiths, which is this beautiful looking website here, and which has a really large amount of content on it. If I do sitemap.xml here, you'll see it has a lot of products, it has a lot of collections. Basically, we've done our classic Shopify job with this website as well, and now we're just kind of waiting for it to oh god, I always sneeze more than once, guys. There'll be another one coming. So yeah, we're trying to do our growth method on a few test websites, just so that we can build in public and do streams like this without worrying about anything. So there's this website, and then we have which it's doing the classic SEO thing right now. It's been out for about 3 months now, pretty much exactly 3 months, I would say. Was that the date? No, it was a little bit earlier. Yeah. So it was released on Saturday the 18th of May. And then we had some pretty good initial growth here. There are no blogs as far as I know. There might be one blog on this website. Let's have a quick look. There are two blogs here. So what we're going to be doing is, because we can't do featured images right now, I'm just not going to deal with that. So we're going to just put them on without featured images and see how they do. So I'm just curious what's actually ranking here, what pages, etc. are actually doing the ranking. So I guess it's products, yeah, products, also a blog, which is cool, collections, products, yeah, this is a pretty standard website, I would say. So let's go to Supplies for Hunting, which is a very interesting website indeed, because something is happening. You fully automated the creation of that site, and it could use some TLC. Nice theme though. Thanks, Jaden. Yeah, we the creation of Supplies for Blacksmiths was pretty much fully automated except the design. So yeah, the design and the theme and everything was done by our team, but all of the content, all of the collections, everything was just automated. I think there are like 40 blogs on here, but I just forgot to post them. So there's that as well. So then there's Supplies for Hunting, which is another really nice looking website, but it has a few crucial errors. For example, if we go to terms and conditions, security policy, cookie policy, I mean, cookie policy doesn't even exist. This is just a template from Shopify. I think this is a real one. Instructions for use, again, these are all just dead links at the bottom. So it hasn't really been implemented properly. You can see here categories, TV and video, cell phones, smart home. Like, this is a hunting website, so none of this makes any sense. Basically what happened is we got a little bit overexcited one night and decided to launch this website without even really thinking about it or launching it properly. But yeah, this is Bloom theme. So again, it looks super nice. Bloom is our theme, by the way. We made it for the agency. But this website has even more content on it. So I think there's 9,000 products or more. There's 5,000 collections, which is completely nuts, to be honest with you. If I just go on one of these, you'll see this is completely full. It goes all the way down. I don't even know if Harbor can handle this website, to be honest with you. I'll be interested to see if Harbor can actually handle this website. I do have some content generating at the moment, so we'll see that in a minute. But yeah, what happened was originally there was a really nice bit of growth. This was released slightly later. You can see it was released on what does that say? June June the 11th, and then it just got whacked by Google. And then I made a video here, so a few days before I made a video, there was some signs of life. So 21 impressions, which was, you know, signs of life, I would say. And then I made a video about it because I was curious. I thought this would be a cool video to make about this fail here. And then that's kind of apparently restarted. But I think this would have kind of happened anyway, just a bit more slowly. I did have a feeling it would start regrowing. My suspicion was confirmed when I actually looked at page. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I was not expecting that. That's crazy. 6,905 index pages. What? I made a video about this the other day and it was really, really low. Damn, that's interesting. Wow. 6,905. Damn. Okay, interesting. So what was the latest? 85 impressions. Amazing. So yeah, that's a really good sign right there. Jesus, that's still generating. Okay, this one's done. So let's see. I'm curious. Did it work? It did. Oh, look at that. Amazing. Okay, that's a 404. Some of these are going to be 404. Someone did tell me about this recently. I thought this was fixed, but apparently not. There are still some errors here. I'll be looking at that after this stream. Some of them are real. I have a feeling I know why some of them are made up. I just need to confirm. But yeah, it looks like most of the links are working. It's just the ones towards the end, it seems, aren't working. That's fine. It's a pretty easy fix on my end. Take me like 10 minutes. But yeah, amazing. Looks like that worked pretty well. So all I did was best laser gun sights 2024. Now I'm hoping that's not the only other article that I wrote on this. I'll be very annoyed with myself if the only other article that I wrote is about laser. Okay, thermal scopes. Okay, that's slightly different. That's fine. We can handle that. So let's get this live. I think they both will do well. Just edit out the obvious errors because customers will notice. Yeah, it's more to do with trust signs with Google, Jaden. I will actually work on this. I might work on that now actually, just because that might be something interesting to do. Go off my screen a sec. You off? Yep. I'll just log into the Shopify here, guys, for supplies for hunting. I think I'm going to look at supplies for hunting because it's the most curious one. I have a feeling that, I mean, I've just seen it has 6,000 index pages from 800. So, I mean, that's absolutely crazy on its own. Let us go on supplies for hunting. Okay, perfect. Okay, can you go back? Yeah, I think you can go. Yep, go on.
Go back up?
Yep. Okay, so I think while I'm doing this, I might make some of the changes that need to be made to the theme, just because, yeah, I would like to have this running smoothly. Now, I'm going to just add this blog post for now. So this is how you add Harbor content if you're curious. I just gave it a very simple keyword. Let's do it. Clearly, Google likes the site with that amount of index pages. True. Hey, Marke. How's it going? This is my real SAS instead of the one that I made yesterday. So yeah, I just did a very simple keyword. And then it has spit this out. I will have to check these links because there is currently still, I thought I'd fix this, but still a slight issue with made up links on Harbor. However, 99% of them are correct. It just seems to be the ones at the bottom. So this is correct. I'm surprised that, oh no, we don't sell this, obviously. I don't even want to say that word on YouTube. I would have thought we sold this. And then the rest are real. No coding today, no. This is SEO now. We'll be coding probably tomorrow, if we come in tomorrow. I think we'll do a coding stream tomorrow, Marke.
Probably earlier though.
Probably earlier though. A little bit earlier than this one, because there's the F1, so the guys want to watch the F1. Let's put this on Shopify. So we're doing SEO today, if you're curious about SEO. It's my actual, like the thing I'm actually good at. But we'll be doing more coding streams for sure. So the really cool thing about Harbor is it just pastes straight into Shopify. Like, look how easy that was. We only have that, and we only have that apparently. Okay, so we've got the 6 best laser sites for 2024 precision upgrade. Beautiful. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and just make this visible, and we'll save it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little test here, and I'm going to actually, oh, that's white. I need to change that color quickly. Oh, yeah, same with that. So what would need to happen here? One of the colors of this theme is white. The writing, background color black. Black, would that work? I'm not very good at conceptualizing this kind of thing. I think I did fix this originally, actually. I remember on the first blog post. Oh, that's pretty cool though. But something else needs to be changed as well. So why is it doing that?
Just type in color.
I did background. This might not work, but just after I said no coding today as well. Straight back into the coding. I don't know if this is going to work. If it's not, I'm just going to leave it. I don't really care that much. I just want to... Oh, hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, this one now. Back. The bar colors need to be something. They need to be white, the bar colors. Why not using WooCommerce? I hate WordPress with a passion. But Shopify, I'll tell you right now, Shopify is 1,000 times better than WordPress for growing an e-commerce store. I absolutely promise you it's better. Unless you're like unless you're an expert or you have a team working on the WordPress website. So what would this be? That would be the bar itself.
Minimalist bar chart, yeah.
Dot bar.
See down below that as well?
Black.
Yeah, minimalist chart bar.
Legend item, that could be it. Yeah, legend item. Should be white. We'll just try that. If that doesn't work, then we'll just leave it for now. I could have just changed the CSS as well, but I really like the look of that. That's so cool. Making it black. Okay, no, that didn't work, but it's fine. I'll just fix it another time. I'll get one of our developers on it who understands these things better than me. Okay, so that is one article done. At the same time, I never heard someone doing blogs on Shopify. I will show you something right... Oh, well, I'll show you something right now. This is 2 men. And if I do /journal, in the last 3 months, just the blog alone on Shopify got 3.2 million impressions and 53,000 clicks, including some keywords that have completely crazy amounts of impressions. This is on Shopify. This is a blog. Well, it's not just a blog, obviously, it's an e-commerce store. But yeah, I really, really do recommend Shopify over WordPress, but that's me. It makes my life easier if you use WordPress, to be honest with you, because it's much faster for Harbor. Okay, so let's have a little look at some keyword suggestions. So what is it? Supplies for blacksmiths.com. So yeah, this is a blacksmithing website. Let's have a look at some of the suggestions from Harbor. So choosing the right anvil types, sizes and materials. Really, really nice article. So like, just while we're doing this at the same time, let's try and find the keyword that this is suggesting. There are many Shopify stores killing it in the SERPs. Every single time you do a search on Google for some kind of e-commerce product, you will see /collections or /product every single time. Like, I promise you, Shopify is everywhere. That's the reason that I wanted to use it in the first place for 2 men, because I noticed that every single time I searched for something, I saw 1 or 2 or 3 Shopify stores. Choosing the right anvil. So choosing anvil, 0 to 10, not great. That's the United Kingdom. You got to remember, this is quite a niche thing, so it's probably better to do supplies for hunting, to be honest. But just the fact that it's here with 0 to 10 normally means that it has a lot more searches than 0 to 10, okay? I will tell you that for free. So choosing, I don't think anvil is like a particularly, oh, okay. Minecraft anvil, Minecraft anvil. How to make an anvil Minecraft. Classic. Essential tongs for blacksmiths, a buying guide. Tongs is a pretty broad term. It's kind of hard to, crucible tongs, that's probably, oh, that's really interesting. Search volume 6.4 thousand. How expensive is Ahrefs? Very expensive. It's too expensive, to be honest with you. I don't like to use it on stream just because of how expensive it is. You can use Alleluia. I'll continue that tomorrow. I'm just doing other streams. I'm not doing the same thing every day. I'm kind of mixing it up a bit. Forgers 101, gas versus coal versus electric blacksmith. So you can do like if you need to do it for free, you can use something like this to kind of have a look as well. We will be putting this into Harbor eventually as well, this kind of thing, but for now we don't have it. Top 10 gas forgers for professional blacksmiths. It's not that expensive anymore. They released a cheap plan recently, but it's limited. I didn't realize that. Understanding pneumatic power hammers, applications and advantages. Hydraulic presses versus power hammers, choosing the right tool for your forge. So another thing as well that I kind of want to go into a little bit, I don't know if I want to lose that, is like what's the actual point of a blog. I made a video about this recently, but like just so people know kind of what my logic is. It's not necessarily to grow the blog itself, although that's nice. It's actually to grow the pages around it. So this is something that we have this problem quite a lot, is that people think that if the blog doesn't rank, then it's failing. But that's not necessarily true, because what we do is, with Harbor, and just how I've always made content, is made content full of internal links to other pages, but also build topical authority in your niche. This is kind of the actual point of a blog right here. It's these two things, okay? So when you write a blog, you're putting links from that blog to other more important pages, right? And if you think about it from Google's perspective, right, they don't really have a way that's, 100% of measuring authority. So you can use backlinks, obviously, but backlinks are pretty hard to make. It's kind of annoying. It's not, I really don't like building backlinks. So one of the only other ways that they can do this is by trusting experts. And how can you demonstrate expertise? You can have external pages, like writing on LinkedIn and things like that, but also you need a lot of internal pages. So now what I'm trying to do with Supplies for Hunting is I'm trying to now kind of follow on from this boost of impressions, where it's going back to it's going to 85, which is all the way back in July. We had that kind of number. So I'm trying to piggyback off the back of this kind of renovation by backing the content up, backing all these pages up, and trying to demonstrate that we're an expert in the niche. Okay, that's kind of the logic here. Oh my god, it's still going. Harbor takes so long, guys. So we'll keep looking here. I'm trying to get supplies for hunting to go, but it's such a big website that it takes a little bit of time.
You should take a leaf out of Guinness's marketing team's book. Only good things are worth waiting for.
True. Yeah, we do kind of. That's kind of how we think about it, though. To be fair, like we're not in a race. We're just trying to make something that's we feel better than everybody else, and we feel like we've done a pretty good job of that so far. I mean, this does look really, really nice on. Let's actually have a look at the article on supplies for hunting. Oh, I was gonna submit it. That's what I was gonna do before. Let me just submit. I want to see if I can get this indexed by the end of the stream. Sometimes they get indexed immediately. This used to happen on. Yeah, I didn't. So let's submit this. So you want to press test live URL first, always. And then once it's finished testing it, which shouldn't take too long, you just want to press request indexing. Now it's possible that this will be indexed before the end of the stream. It's possible that it's already indexed, to be honest with you. Sometimes it's that quick. So let's do a supplies for blacksmiths article. By the way, you guys, just so you know, the way that this works is they're in sets of pillars. I might randomize this later, but at the moment it's going to be, so the first one is like tools, I guess, and then the second one, like pillar page, is forgers, it looks like. You can see they're all about forgers now. So beginner's guide to choosing your first forge. So you can see this does, you know, it's not complete trash amounts of traffic. This has got 3.6k views if you divide that by 2 years and then divide it by how many months that is. Like, it's not terrible. It could be like 20 clicks a day or something from the top of my head. Best blacksmith aprons for every budget. Essential eye protection for metal workers. That's probably a good one. So we'll send this to writer here. And we'll do informational. And we'll generate content with Harbor. It's that easy. I was just kind of looking for the right keyword. Oh, we already have one here. Top 8 blacksmithing hammers for every skill level. Beautiful. Okay, so what's this? Beginner friendly hammers.
It's not a hammer.
It's not a hammer. That's a mallet. Yeah, true. There probably aren't enough hammers, to be fair. Can't use that to do the same thing as a hammer.
No.
Okay, so you'd probably have to change this product then. Oh, it's sold out anyway. And then fitter's hammer, smithson hammer, Ox Pro framing hammer, advanced ones. The pictures on this website are really bad, by the way. Just so you know. That's why it looks so terrible on Harbor. Cross pane sledgehammer. Is that sledgehammer? Jesus. Special hammers for specific tasks. There's a 7 box for you. And then a bloody whatever the hell that is. It's a pneumatic planishing hammer. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just curious because it looks like a lot of the links that are being made up are at the bottom. Obviously now it doesn't make up any links, so that's just really annoying. Okay, so we'll download this content. And we'll go to Shopify. I'm just curious to see if this is already, I don't think it will be, but it could be. There it is. So it literally got indexed instantly there, you saw that. So now this is, from writing to indexing was about 20 minutes. So imagine if you just did this all day for all the websites that you're working on. Go off my screen. Okay, you can go back on it. Okay, so this is supplies for blacksmiths now. So we'll go to online store, blog posts. Yeah, you can see I did write a load of blog posts. I don't even... Yeah, interesting. We'll leave those for now though. So add blog post here, show HTML, paste, show editor. I'm probably not going to delete that one that Cormac said is not a hammer. It's fine. It's, at the end of the day, it's just SEO. But yeah, that is a mallet. Some of these images are pretty weird. Like, I don't know what the hell happened, but it's fine. So again, we'll go the Forger's Corner this time, visible, and we'll save. So that first article got indexed immediately, even without a featured image, which is very interesting. That has white already. You can see that. Okay, perfect. Oh, that was another thing I did. I added this thing. Oh yeah, interesting. I'll have to do that on supplies for hunting as well. I need to look at supplies for hunting in a bit more detail. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. Let's submit this to Search Console. Show Google that we are posting content, that we're active, and they should start to rank us better, please. Thank you. Actually, I just realized, didn't this have 404s in it? And it got indexed immediately, what? Yeah, I didn't even remove this fucking link, like, what? And they just indexed it.
Google's getting lazy.
Yeah, maybe, but I should remove them though. I don't want to get a bad, what's it called? Reputation with Google. That's really important, guys. You do not want to post trash on your website because you will have to burn that website. You got to be pretty careful with what you're posting. So make sure you get rid of links like that. This should have been good to go. Where is that? Okay, yeah, I posted. Oh yeah, I was submitting. Your URL is available to Google. Request indexing, and we'll see how quickly that gets indexed as well. So far we could have up to 2 articles indexed in this live stream, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that's still going. Let's set one going for Dapper Fam. So we've got, this one is a client. It's a client website. Dapper Fam, really nice website. They sell hats in the US. Brandon's a great guy. Really enjoy working with him. And yeah, just, it's in our niche. We kind of love growing these kind of websites. It's kind of like a two-man style website for sure. And yeah, this is what they sell. And we've got some pretty well-ranked articles on this website already. So let's see what suggestions Harbor came up with. These should be related to hats, shoes, and hopefully nothing else unless it's broad, like smart casual. That should be a really good article as well. So let's have a look. Top 10 fedoras for the modern gentleman is perfect. It's a really good article and it will rank. The ultimate guide to hat materials from wool to exotic skins. Sure. Seasonal hat trends, what to wear from summer to winter, fine. The best hats to pair with formal wear, a style guide, that is chef's kiss. That will rank extremely well on Google. Top 10 exotic dress shoes for the discerning gentleman. So this is something I've talked about. This shouldn't be here. The reason it shouldn't be here is if I go on Dapper Fam's website and go to their blogs, you'll see that there is already an exotic shoes article. There's quite a few actually that he's written and that I've written, and etc. So this should have been removed by the duplication filter. However, because the duplication filter is AI based, it's not always going to be 100%. How to polish and maintain your leather dress shoes, fine, yep. Informational article to bring people onto the website. Dress shoe styles from Oxford to Monkstrap, really like it. So this is one that Harbor would absolutely nail because this website has a lot of different shoe styles. I'm just curious if I wanted to control click that, but it didn't work. So let's have a look at a few more suggestions here. Oh, that looks like a little... I'll just look at them here, that's fine. Okay, so... exotic leather wallets, luxury in your pocket. Do they sell wallets? Oh. Oh, okay, well, kind of. They do, but they don't. Portfolios, that's wallet. Okay, so they have them on their website, but they don't have any. So, I mean, that's kind of Harbor just doing the best with what it has available. So it can read. One of the things it does is it scrapes the home page, and if on the home page you have this portfolios, then it will assume that you sell portfolios. Yeah. Okay. So maybe they're going to start selling them soon, but they don't sell them yet. Made to order versus off the rack. Which shoe option is right for you? Amazing article. The ultimate guide to matching socks with dress shoes. Do they sell socks? But even if they don't, it's fine because apparently they do sell socks. Yeah, they do sell socks. Amazing. So that takes socks and shoes. I think that's a really good keyword specifically for Dapper Fam. So I'm actually going to write that article. No, not that one. This one. The ultimate guide to matching socks with dress shoes. Now I won't be posting this because I can't just post to Dapper Fam with no featured image, obviously. But yeah, we will post this eventually. So I'll generate content with Harbor here. The keyword researcher seems to be struggling with supplies for hunting, probably because there's so many damn pages on that website. Let's have a look at a few more from Dapper Fam here. Top 10 dress shirt styles to pair with your favorite accessories. Hello Victor Gizmo, how's it going? Do they sell dress shirts? I don't think so. But that's okay because again it's... Oh, they do sell dress shirts. Interesting. I literally didn't even know they sold dress shirts. Let me just explain why that wouldn't matter whether they sold dress shirts or not though, just to explain. So the keyword is actually... Oh, okay. Hey Victor, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So what Harbor's doing here is it's matching dress shirts. Yeah, we are going to do that, Jaden. We are going to add featured images to Harbor eventually, yeah. Yeah, that is something we're going to look at doing for sure because featured images are super annoying. And accessories. So as long as you sell one of these two products, it doesn't actually matter whether you don't sell the other one, if that makes sense. Because if you sell accessories, it can just talk generally about styles of dress shirts, types of dress shirts, whatever, and then use your products for the accessories part. Or the other way around, let's say you sell, you don't sell accessories, so it talks about like belts generally, hats generally, whatever, but you do sell dress shirts, it will use the dress shirts as the images in the article. So again, it doesn't really matter if you don't sell both items, I wouldn't say. Essential care for your formal wear accessories. Straw hat care guide. Winter warmth. Choosing the perfect fur felt hat. That's a really good one. The reason that's a good one is because fur is very expensive. Okay, so everyone who's in classic menswear, one of the things they want to do is they want to sell the most expensive item, obviously. So fur is something that they will. If you can bring them fur sales, then they make more money, basically. You can see here the price is like $347. It's rabbit, which is a very, very popular material in menswear. It's quite expensive, as you can see, 347. So like there's a lot for Harbor to draw from here, because it can easily identify this collection, and then it can easily identify these are the products that should be included in the article. Five must-have spring hats, transitional styles for the modern man. Jaden says, thanks, it's very annoying, especially if you don't want to mess around with Canva. Yeah, honestly, featured images are one of the most annoying things about blogging. Exotic summer headwear, standout styles in rare materials. How to style dress boots for formal and semi-formal occasions. So this is one that I should be able to show the actual power of this keyword. It would be much easier if I had Google Ads Keyword Planner. I don't think I have it set up. I think I might just log in actually quickly, because Ahrefs is trash, honestly. It's really, really bad. They never update anything. It's always completely wrong. There is no way in hell that the keyword formal boots in America has less than 100 searches. And there is no way that that is an easy to rank for key term. That's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. I had a question about keyword research in Harbor that I wanted to ask on Thursday. You can ask now, it's fine. Ask away. I'm very transparent, as you know. This is bullshit, and I'm going to show you that this is bullshit right now. However, you can see that there are a lot of keywords here. So formal boots with suit is another really, really good one. Oops. So look, I'm going to put the exact same keyword in Google Ads Keyword Planner. I swear it's impossible that it only has 100 searches a month. It's impossible. I refuse to believe that. I'm going to say 10,000, but we'll see. Look, see, it's impossible. It's impossible. 1K to 10K is winter dress shoes. Formal boots for men, 100 to 1K. I mean, it says 100 to 1K. So what Ahrefs is doing, all they're doing is they're taking the low end of this, and that's it. Look how much worse Ahrefs is. Imagine you were doing keyword research. Harbor gives you this keyword. You look it up and you say, oh, but it's an easy keyword, and it's got 100 searches. This is not an easy keyword. I promise you. If you can rank for this, then send me an email, please, because like this is not easy to rank for. I'm telling you, this is extremely competitive. It's lower than it says it is. This says it's 100. It's not 100. Wait, is this less than or more than 100?
More than.
Okay, so it just says greater than 100, right? Okay. So first of all, this is wrong. Well, I mean, it technically is greater than 100, but like that's not very accurate.
Formal boots for men is less than 100.
Yeah, formal boots for men, less than 100. And it says it's easy. This is not an easy keyword. It's not about keywords being easy. It's just about whether you can rank for it or not. And it's not based on easiness. It's based on the article that you write. This is what annoys me about Ahrefs. It puts people off good keywords. Look, it's literally not less than 100. This is incorrect. So that means less than 100, right? In Site Seeker or Topic Scaler, can you restrict to a limited section of your Shopify store, i.e. concentrate on a subset of the entire array of products offered? No, but we can add that, Victor. We can add that for sure. I've already thought about having like a little box so you can tell it what to focus on, if that's what you mean anyway, which I assume it is. So yeah, this is incorrect. And the annoying thing about this is that this is a good fucking keyword. That's why I get annoyed about this shit. Because Ahrefs, if you look at this keyword, how to style dress boots for formal and semi-formal occasions. If you looked up this keyword, formal boots for men, let's say, this is the keyword you decide to search on Ahrefs to see whether this is a good keyword or not. this is what you're greeted by. It's an easy keyword with less than 100 searches per month. Most people will chuck this in the bin and say that this is a bad keyword. It's not a bad keyword, I promise you. Let me see if I can actually show that by showing it on 2Men. I don't know if I actually have this article. Let me just check. I don't know if I have this article. I can't remember. No, I never wrote an article about formal views. That's fine. But yeah, like most people would say this is a bad keyword. So Harbor gives you this keyword. We currently don't have Google Ads. We're going to connect Google Ads to Harbor at some point very, very soon. But at the moment, we haven't connected it. So most people, they're going to go somewhere else to do their research. Most people will use Ahrefs. Most people will look at this keyword and throw it in the bin and say, no, it's not very good. Let's go on questions. You can't even bloody click on questions. And then you go on Google Ads Keyword Planner, which is a free tool and is significantly better than Ahrefs, and you do the same search and you find out that it's 100 to 1,000 and it's actually high competition. Okay? This is not an easy keyword to rank for. This is what really grinds my gears about Ahrefs. They put people off amazing keywords and they tell people things are easier than they are. That's what annoys me about Ahrefs. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on a rant now, but I just wanted to kind of articulate why I get so annoyed with tools like Ahrefs. Because most people are using Ahrefs for their keyword research at the moment. So let's go back to supplies for hunting. And we'll just see if this one got... Oh no, not supplies for hunting. Supplies for blacksmiths. That's the HTTP one. I don't know what happened with HTTP, HTTPS. Let's see if this is already indexed. I don't think it will be. Okay, so in this live stream, I've done, keyword research for 2 websites, and I've done an article for 2 websites. Now, supplies for hunting kind of slowed things down a little bit just because of how ridiculously big the website is. I think eventually this will work though, so if it does, then I'll make sure to update you guys. We're still streaming for another 18 minutes or so. But yeah. I'm really, really happy with how things are going. I really, really want to get some things on Google so that we can actually show people some results. We do have articles on Google right now, but we can't talk about them. And I'm not sure why, but for some reason, Harbor was not used for 2Men recently. I actually have no idea why. I don't know what happened there exactly. I'll have to look into that. But if I go on one of these, this is August the 28th. Oh, this looks like Harbor. Oh, this is Harbor, sorry. Nice. Okay, so now Harbor's being used for... Beautiful. Is this already indexed? It is. Okay, this was 3 days ago. Let's see if this has any traction. I'll be very curious about this. This is a brand new Harbor article which is already indexed. It was only 3 days ago, so I'd be surprised if there was anything here. 1 impression. Beautiful. Obviously, it takes a little bit more time than that. But that is another index page. Beautiful. Let's see if any of these are Harbor. I'm not actually sure. Yeah, this is Harbor. This is old Harbor though, not new Harbor. So obviously things in the agency, they're a few months back because we do content in advance for people, of course. This is also not doing too great. This is old Harbor though, so I'm not too surprised by that. Also, this keyword research was not done by... Oh, Victor, that's a problem we can solve on Monday. Unfortunately, the team's not on, and we no longer have access to that kind of stuff, just because we're working with the dev team now. So it'll be fixed on Monday though. I'll make sure it's done. Don't worry. Yeah, we haven't really been posting to 2Men as much as we should be. I think we're probably going to increase the output on 2Men very, very soon, because it's it's the OG test website, and it does deserve a little bit of love. This keyword research was not done with Harbor. It was done Family Heirloom. Yeah, this keyword research wasn't done by Harbor. So I'd like to see some keyword research stuff into here. What is happening here? Oh, what is this? This is also Harbor. Interesting. Let's see if this is already indexed after 1 day. Naturally indexed as well. Yep, it is naturally indexed. Beautiful. There won't be anything here because it was only indexed yesterday, but just out of curiosity. This was naturally indexed, this was not submitted to Search Console, and then nothing else is Harbor, unfortunately, on 2mem. Okay, so let's go through what we did today. We did SEO and we did keyword research and content for 2 websites in under an hour. You know, it could have been faster, to be honest with you, but obviously I'm streaming at the same time. But all of the content that we made today is already indexed, which is really, really exciting to see. So we've got this one here, which is a top 6 best laser gun sites for 2024 precision upgrade. Then we open this and we have a little look. Beautiful article. There is a problem with the graph at the bottom here, just because of the colors. That's fine. That will look really, really nice when this is white. Actually, I might just have another quick look at that, see if I can do it. Hey Michelle, thank you so much for that. So there's something else here that's, it must be black, right? That's why you can't see it. Yeah, okay, so I need to change one thing that says black to white and then should be able to see it. It's not the container. Oh, it's this. That needs to be white. And then hopefully, this is going to look really cool. I'm not going to lie. Please. Oh, wait, I can just, what am I doing, obviously? Hang on, guys. I just want to inspect this element and find out what this is actually called. So, minimalist chart legend is there.
Yes, minimalist chart.
Yeah, so it's just div.minimalist chart. Has to be white. Really? Background color? That doesn't seem right, but okay, we'll see. No, and nothing's changing. Anyway, I will fix that. I could probably just use chatgpt, to be honest with you. But yeah, we'll do that another time. So yeah, that was the first article that we did. Really, really cool to see that it just got indexed immediately like that. That's so cool to see. And then if we go on supplies for blacksmiths, we did exactly the same thing. We did the keyword research with Harbor, and then we wrote this article here. You can see it. I think I might have timed out. Yeah, it did. So yeah, supplies for hunting is a bit too big for Harbor. I'll have to fix that. And then we've got the other one here, which is same kind of article, just a little bit different on a different website. Top 8 blacksmithing hammers for every skill level. I really, really like that keyword. I think that's going to bring in some traffic, potentially some sales. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You can do huge amounts of work with Harbor, but the difference is, right, I'll tell you what the difference is right now, is that with most auto bloggers and things like that, you could do 1,000 plus articles in this time and post all that content and spam the internet effectively. What we're trying to do is we're trying to kind of be much more sustainable careful, but also high quality, and like just rank on Google natively. A lot of auto bloggers, what they do is they just make these really, really long articles, and they rank on Google for a little bit, but they will not be long-term rankers. Our whole idea is to be ranking on Google for years and years and years and years, and not just quick win, quick look how amazing this website is, and then never talk about that website again. Totally on board with quality over quantity, good. But there also does need to be a balance. So like, I feel, me personally, that if you can do keyword research for 2 businesses and also content for 2 businesses in an hour, I would have killed for this when I was probably 7 years ago, 6 years ago, when I was making content constantly. Like, this would have changed my life if I had had Harbor at that point. Like, you can make really, really good money from doing this, or you can just do this for your own websites as well. So this is kind of, you can probably do even more as well. You could probably do 3. Like, I was a little bit slower on, and you could do even more than that as well, because you can actually run multiple Harbor tabs at the same time. So let's say, conservatively 5 and 5. Keyword research alone used to take me hours, okay? Before ChatGPT, or even with ChatGPT, because one of the issues with ChatGPT is the suggestions are just really, really bad. Even with my topical authority generator, they can be not the best suggestions. I feel like Harbor just gives really, really good suggestions pretty much every single time, which is another really, really big advantage. But then also to be able to do the content for those businesses in an hour. So if you set up the keyword tool to do 5 businesses in different tabs, and then you do the same thing with the content, you can probably effectively do 5 businesses and 5 businesses in an hour, okay? Which is a huge improvement. Now, it's not the same amount as you can do with something like Auto Blogging AI, or one of those tools that I personally do not like and don't think they will permanently rank on Google. I think they're something that you can do a very quick grow with, and then a very quick drop off, just like we saw with Supplies for Hunting, for example. Although this looks like it might have signs of life, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I think we'll probably leave the stream there, guys. I think we're going to go make some videos. But yeah, thanks for tuning in on Saturday. Really, really enjoyed having you guys here. Really, really appreciate everyone that came. If you're watching all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend. And I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.